are having the time of our life, Will Keys.
That's right.
Yeah, on the That's Good Broncos podcast.
Hey.
That is YouTuber Will Keys. Will sucks at games. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Please.
He was having some Madden technical difficulties today, so respect the struggle. God damn it. I'm Brandon Perna. And today's episode sponsored by my own coffee company, benchwarmerbrew.com. Great coffee. I got to get Will one of these sick-ass mugs.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Yeah. Once Will gets 10,000 YouTube subscribers, he gets a mug from me.
I'm gunning for one of those plaques.
Oh,
Yeah. I noticed that every YouTuber, they have to have them in the background. That's fine.
You're legally obligated to.
Yeah. And they always have like a light on them too.
Yep.
You're never just like putting it back there.
Yeah. You know what's funny is because I just kind of rearranged back here.
Yeah.
And that plaque had fallen down like probably 9 months ago. And I just noticed that you couldn't see it. And I was like, oh, that's probably why I'm not getting as many subs as I would like. People don't understand.
Yeah.
Official. This guy's official.
I get confused because people comment like, why don't you have like any subs? I'm like, well, I did just start,
Only 4,000 subs?
So I get people being like, wow, you got a ton of subs really quick. And then they're like, you don't have any subs at all.
Yeah.
So it's a strange place to be. But yeah, once I get one of those plaques, it's either going on my mantle above my fireplace. I don't have a fireplace yet, but soon.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll build one. And
you
then
need to put it on the ceiling above your bed.
Oh, so if it falls, it kills me?
Yeah, also so you can stare at it every night before you go to sleep, and or if you're making love to someone, they're reminded of how many YouTube subscribers you have. Like, because if the sex isn't that good, but they see you got a lot of subscribers, they're like,
it might salvage the evening. Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
All right. There or, the bathroom.
Toilet.
Ooh,
yeah. I like that too.
No one's done that before, have they?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, all right. I was out of town. I was up in the mountains, so we didn't do a pod after the Broncos game because I left that next morning. So we haven't even talked about the first Broncos preseason game. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Some of the moves the Broncos have been making, and preview what you and I want to see from Broncos Bills this Sunday. Is that what we're doing today, Will?
I think that's just about it.
Fudge, yeah, baby.
I think you nailed it.
I freaking nailed it. Also, okay, so Patreon members, I posted the Patreon fantasy links in Patreon for all $20 and above members. So That's Good Sports official fantasy leagues, the links are up there. It's through ESPN. I know everybody who's played before, I'm sure I'll see you back. There's 3 leagues. Once they're full, we're done. And the drafts are September 1st and 2nd. So just sign up for whatever time works for you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Also, I guess let's start with the Talib shit because that is crazy. We did a video about that yesterday on That's Good Sports, but Aqib Talib's brother, Yaqub Talib, arrested under investigation for murder. He allegedly, even though there's video where you see him doing it, he allegedly shot an opposing youth football coach, I think 5 times. That man died. And also Aqib Talib was there. So him and his brother coached this youth football team. They got into an argument with the officials and then the other team. And then apparently Aqib Talib instigated the kind of a brawl, but it was just like a bunch of guys going after the one coach. Talib started it by punching that guy. And now it's just a disgusting and ugly situation.
I think, that's it. It certainly is. I think Number one, you're going to a youth football game. What do you bring? A bottle of water,
Gatorade, orange
Gatorade,
slices, and your
sunflower
fucking
seeds,
gun.
the gun. Yeah. You might have
Yeah.
been able to leave that one at home. I've
Yeah.
never been to any youth sports, anything really, where I've felt like I've been missing a gun.
No.
I'm not like I'm not a big gun guy either way, but I don't, this is not about that. I don't think anyone would argue that it's got to be there at your little league football game.
No.
Personally.
And like, I mean, if you watch the video of what happened, I don't even know why he pulled out his gun. Like, he was in no jeopardy of being assaulted by the coach that like 5 or 6 guys were around. Like,
it was like strictly murder.
Yeah, it is as
no
fucked
self-defense,
up a thing.
Anything.
Yeah, as you'll see, it's just sad, and I guess it's not even surprising in terms of Aqib and his brother have been involved in weird shooting things. This was the third time. There is at a Dallas nightclub when a fight broke out and shots were fired in the club. Neither one of them were ever charged because they couldn't find enough evidence. We know Aqib Talib shot himself, and another was a strip club or club in Texas where a fight broke out. What's that?
I think he Plaxico burst himself.
Yeah, in the leg.
8 Mile.
And he got lucky, didn't miss any time. They've had there's been other off-field things, but like, I don't know, man. It's hard because I like Aqib Talib so much.
Yeah.
And I just lost so much respect for him. And even if like this didn't happen and you saw him and his brother, like it was just like a normal fight that happened there, like he can't be doing that shit. Like there's no reason.
What are you doing?
Like, I don't know. It's sad. It's I don't know.
I just think those two should, especially together, should probably not be doing anything with children.
No.
I think it's like, imagine being a kid on either of those teams.
And they
witnessed the murder.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Coach Mike Hickman, that was the man who was shot and killed.
Yeah.
His child was at the game. His 9-year-old child was there. And it started because
horrible
over like a dispute about the game, like a penalty, and then the score, like penalty that led to the score. Like, that's what you got into a fight about in front of your youth football team? Grow the fuck up. I don't know. It just made me mad because we've had Talib on the show.
Yeah.
And he was awesome to us. And
he was a lot of fun. I hate to do this, but he's suspended from the show.
Suspended. Yep.
11 games. Sorry. Swung the hammer. You're out.
You're getting treatment, and we'll decide if you have proven to be therapized.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, Aqib didn't pull the trigger.
No.
And he's not purely responsible for his brother's actions.
No, not at all.
But you incited a fight at a youth football game.
Yeah.
Probably knowing that your brother had a gun. Or knowing what could happen. It's so stupid. It's more childish than any of the actual children playing football at that game. It's just such a stupid reason to take a grown man's life and to ruin your own life.
Yep. Like, he should have been the person to de-escalate that situation.
Yeah, he's got so much to lose.
Yeah.
He's still, well, I don't know. I'm sure he's not with Fox anymore, but he's not going to be. But
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, who knows? Who knows? But geez.
Anyway, enough
let's move
on
on.
that sad situation.
Suspended
from the show. Broncos, they win their preseason opener against the Cowboys.
Hell yeah, they did.
Dallas had about 8 billion penalties in that game.
Yeah.
So I just want to say to everybody who didn't agree with my tweet that the Cowboys or that the Broncos are a better coach team than the Cowboys, eat shit.
Yeah. Look at the box score, baby.
You're serious? It's a preseason game. I love when people get upset about like just, tongue-in-cheek sort of comments or tweets. I mean, there's some truth to it. You got your team committing, they literally had more penalty yards than, passing yards. And it's preseason. That's bound to happen. But Mike McCarthy, not known for coaching disciplined teams, I think that trend is continuing. So I just wanted to shit on the Cowboys for a second. We watched some of that game live together.
Yeah.
Josh Johnson started out very slow. It was incredibly boring. And then he picked it up. The vet, the savvy journeyman. Is he the most journeyman QB ever, Will?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about who's played for the most teams. He's got to be up there with Josh McCown.
Yeah.
He might have more stops than McCown. We'll have to check
more
it out.
stops, more leagues for sure.
Yeah, because he made a stop with the Sacramento Mountain Lions of the United Football League.
Hell yeah. Which you got shit for from some idiot.
Yeah. It's like
what's that? What have you ever played football? What?
No. No, I haven't played professionally yet. Not yet. I am eligible for the draft.
Sorry for being excited that he played for my hometown team.
Fuck, I wasn't making fun of him.
That's a problem. Everybody always thinks you're making fun. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. I just got refreshed. Good Morning Football. They were hyping up Kendall Hinton.
Yeah.
Also had a very nice preseason game.
Great game.
He is number 1 on Peter Schrager's Take a Chance on Me wide receiver players. Some segment they did on Good
fantasy?
Morning Football. No, for making the team and getting him involved in the passing game.
Right. Like they had that lacrosse player earlier in the week.
Oh.
I was watching earlier in the week, but I missed.
I didn't watch part until this morning.
There's no K Adams, so it's
hard.
Yeah.
There's no K Adams. There's more Kyle Brandt.
I'd say a little Kyle Brandt goes a long way.
Yeah.
I like him, but
I like Kyle Brandt too, but it's probably like me.
No.
Little Brandon Perna goes a long way. That's all I need for the next month.
I don't think Brandt has an off button. It's the problem.
No.
Very talented though. And I like their takes on wide receivers. I think Kendall Hinton is a really good choice, especially with the Tim Patrick injury. It's not like he didn't make the team the last 2 years. Well, he made the practice squad, and then he made the roster as a wide receiver, and played well too. Caught a touchdown last year.
Yeah, and he played well in the preseason game. I mean, I was actually I was mostly impressed with all the receivers.
Sure.
My take was it sucks that we lose Tim Patrick, but that the Broncos are going to be fine, especially with the depth. Seth Williams had a great touchdown grab, like a contested touchdown grab. We saw a lot of out of Brandon Johnson.
Hung. Young.
That's is it Josh Outen? Is that those? Who's our OC?
Justin Outen.
Justin Outen.
Doesn't matter.
No. Justin Outen in a Broncos press conference clip. I think Romy Bean tweeted it out. He was asked about Brandon Johnson. He said he's hung, he's young, he's
full of
catches. Check out the clip. It's hilarious. But my thought, I got a hot take for you, Will.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Here's my hot take. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We expect a lot out of Jerry Jeudy. You and I are very high on Jerry Jeudy. We believe he's going to shine with Russell Wilson.
Agreed.
Let's just say he doesn't. Let's say there's some inconsistency.
No.
The drops come back. The confidence isn't there. I'm confident Kendall Hinton can fill Jerry Jeudy's role if Jeudy doesn't live up to expectations. Now, I fully expect that he does, but I think Hinton is the guy we could see there, and Seth Williams or Brandon Johnson, those are the guys we might see in more of the Tim Patrick type role, depending on how Russell Wilson utilizes his receivers, if he targets more than just two guys, if he throws across the middle, all the things he's knocked for. We'll see. That's my hot take. Hinton is the Jeudy replacement if Jeudy doesn't kick it up a notch.
Very hot take. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Jerry Jeudy's going to have a great year.
20,000.
We're not going to have to worry about it. Like 20,000 at the very least. I'll settle for like 1,200. I can't wait to see it. Did you watch the Seahawks Bears game at all last night?
Because I got
good for you that you didn't. I watched too much of it.
Okay, I got Vikings Raiders.
Oh.
And I watched a little bit of that.
Well, that was I think that was on repeat on NFL Network. That wasn't live.
Oh. Well, they were playing that instead.
It was on my
of the
NFL
Bears.
Network too. Yeah, the Bears were on ESPN.
Oh,
it was Monday Night Football on a Thursday.
Damn it. I wanted to watch that. Did Drew Lock play?
No, he had COVID.
Oh, he's got COVID. That's why
he missed. And he probably won the quarterback battle by default by not being out there because Geno Smith was terrible.
When he played last week, and then he got COVID.
Yeah.
That's Drew Lock's. That's just his luck.
Career arc.
That is such a Drew Lock thing.
Yeah, and he's going to luck into the starting job. He's going to lock into the starting job. But I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. It was just I wanted to make the observation that it was really, really strange seeing a Russell Wilson-less Seahawks team.
Yeah, it feels weird.
It was really, gave me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know what I would do if I was a fan of a team without a franchise quarterback like them.
It's kind of like if next week when we did the show together, I just showed up and my beard was gone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's different.
The hell?
Definitely not better. The more you cover of your face, the better for you.
Yeah, it's like you didn't have a beard, but you also like grew your hair out. That's what it's like to add Drew Lock, but take away Russell Wilson.
It's not a pot. Like, I'm rooting for Lock, and he played very well. And we talked about this during the stream because they're giving us like play-by-plays of Lock.
Yeah,
he played against the 3s and the 4s. He was in the second half, so he should have looked good. He really should have looked perfect, and he did.
For the most part, didn't he fumble late?
Maybe. I don't know.
But he played well overall.
He played good. He looked like a QB who should have a chance to start. So, but again, like I'm not going to take too much away from that yet. Paxton Lynch played a few good series for the Seahawks in the preseason.
Yep.
Let us not forget.
Yep. Drew Lock, USFL incoming.
Yeah. Oh, who was we missed the last Jalen Virgil. He came in late, and he was
good. He had a nice catch. I saw that.
Now, the other standout, Baron Browning. I'm sure anybody listening to this podcast has had their fill of Baron Browning. I feel like everybody's been talking about him, but he looked like a beast. Again, kind of like Drew Lock, though. Like I want to see him play against starting caliber offensive line, but he was in most of the game. He was making impact plays, getting to the QB, disrupting. I mean, he's got the nicknames right there. We'll call him the quarterback Baron if he, gets in there. Probably a little more complete player than Nick Bonito. Mm-hmm. So he's looking like the guy that'll fill in for Gregory or Chubb, kind of depending on how they want to do it.
Bonito was good though too. And he's going to be the good thing about all the depth with Gregory coming back, should be able to go week 1 from what we've heard. Chubb. Right. Now Browning is, Benito's a little undersized and he's going to get pushed around in the run game, but you don't need to have him in there on running downs.
No.
You can just put him in there, when it's convenient. 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Hey, just go rush the passer. That's it.
Go rush the passer.
Go try to run around the tackle. See if he can get a sack.
Let him, fill into that NFL size that he needs to be to do it.
Yeah.
The other thing, we don't know what's going to happen with Bradley Chubb after this season. So if a guy like Baron Browning steps up, and if anybody doesn't know, they're converting him from middle linebacker to outside linebacker. We've talked about it a little bit here. To edge. If he looks really good and the Broncos don't want to pay Bradley Chubb this offseason, which I don't think they have a ton of money right now for next year, that's an option. Obviously, if Bradley Chubb looks really good, then I still don't know if he's coming back if the Broncos can afford him. But I don't know if they can afford him or not. But he may be playing as Chubb's replacement, and it'll be interesting to see how they sort of utilize him there. So feel good about edge depth, maybe a little bit better than I did couple months ago. I liked that they drafted Bonito. But there are question marks there. Chubb's health, Gregory's health. Feel better about that. Back into the Broncos defense, not too worried about. Linebacker, Jonas Griffith hurt 3rd play of the game.
Yeah.
That was the Achilles heel for the Broncos last year. Everybody got hurt at that position. Not a great way to start. They sign Joe Schobert.
Former Browns. Jaguars, I think.
Yeah, was he a Steeler last year?
That sounds right. He was a very good player with the Browns.
Yeah. He was good with the Browns.
And he moved to Colorado before we signed him.
Oh, he did?
He just kind of called his shot and said, you know what? I'm going to move here. You guys should probably sign me because I'm going to live next door. So
not bad.
Why would you sign anyone else? You don't have to buy a plane ticket. I'm going to do that for you. I'm already moved in. Just give me a call.
So he the only starting linebacker we know right now is Josie Jewell.
Yeah.
Now Jonas Griffith, he's out 6 weeks probably with his elbow thing. They signed Joe Schobert. My issue is I don't like the idea of Josie Jewell and Joe Schobert as our 2 starting middle linebackers. Why?
Why is that? Why do you say that?
Because they're both white, Will.
Because they're white guys?
Because
white guys can't play middle linebacker?
I think they're both a little too slow to play.
You ever heard of Keith Brooking? You ever heard of Zach Thomas?
Did they play together, though?
How about Brian Urlacher? That's a good point. I think you have to be diverse at middle linebacker because for every Brian Urlacher, you need a Lance Briggs.
That's right.
You
need the more you need a better player on the other side. Is it racist for me to say I don't want 2 white linebackers?
Yeah, a little bit.
But is it racist against whites or blacks? I feel like somehow this will be.
I think what you're trying to say is all the white linebackers are the studious, instinctive guys, and you're well, we need a guy who's actually athletic on the other sid.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's a compliment, but somehow it'll be used against me, right?
Yes. So if you want to hop in the comments,
boom,
go right ahead.
Brandon Perna hates whites.
Mm-hmm.
Put it down.
While also hating black people.
Whoa. Whoa.
You hate everybody. It's all right.
I just like a good joke.
Yeah. You just
Now,
like a
okay.
diverse team of middle linebackers.
Yeah. Do you think the Broncos signed Joe Schobert too early? Because the Raiders just released Kenny Young, who played for the Broncos last year. Kenny Young came over from the Von Miller trade.
Yeah.
He wasn't perfect, but I thought he played well at times. And he played with Ejiro Evero in Los Angeles. So it was kind of weird that they didn't bring him back. I don't know if that was a money thing. Well, Alexander Johnson's still out there, but I don't think the Broncos are going to sign him. But I was like, if they feel they need another linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though, is Evero and Les Snead and Sean McVay had Kenny Young, and then they drafted Ernest Jones to replace him. And they traded that, they got rid of Kenny Young in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
And then the Broncos
now the Raiders
had him. Yeah, the Broncos had Kenny Young and they got rid of him. So I think if Kenny Young was good enough at this point, I think he'd still be on the team, unfortunately.
That's fair. And I think Justin Strnad, he played, and it looked like he was playing well.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a step up from him.
Yeah.
But linebacker's just not that important. Like it's kind of the running back of the defense. It's good to have it's nice to have a good one.
Yeah.
But it's not, I wouldn't advocate for trading a first round pick for Roquan Smith or something like that.
No.
Not that we have any first round picks.
What?
Not that we have first round picks.
No. Is there any linebacker you would give up good capital for?
Oh man. I think if you were getting like a really great one, like Luke Kuechly, but then again, you have Luke Kuechly, you got to have a Thomas Davis next to him, right?
Dude, yeah. Thomas Davis playing in the Super Bowl with that after that broken hand is still
he looked like
one of the most
Terminator.
God, that guy's tough.
That was a
and
tough
Luke
guy.
Kuechly retired early because of concussions. Will.
Yeah, well, if only they had the Guardian caps back then.
Oh my God.
Do you think those do anything? I hope so.
They make you look cool. Other than looking awesome?
They make you look dumb. What are you talking about?
No, you look cool.
You look
I want to wear a
hell.
Guardian cap every time I drive in my car.
Life. Honestly, probably. Well, isn't that kind of an airbag? It's just a Guardian cap that fires directly at you violently.
Yeah. I want a Guardian cap
Often
for
does
my
more
dick.
injury than the accident. Yeah.
I want my dick always protected.
Yeah. There's probably products out there for you that do that.
Nope.
Guardian cap, Guardian hood.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Still want to know who's the best linebacker in the NFL last year?
It might have been Roquan Smith.
No, it was not.
Levante David, maybe.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Bobby Wagner.
I mean, Micah Parsons, but they used him
he's not an
on
inside
the
linebacker
edge so much.
Purely.
Damn, I'm looking at. He only played sparingly, but Alexander Johnson, fourth best. If you could get a Fred Warner or a Darius Leonard.
Yeah, it's probably Warner and Leonard.
Yeah, those guys, I think, are real kind of game changers for your defense. But anyway.
Of course, you could just draft those guys in the third round like those teams did.
Just draft your linebacker. Speaking of draft, Will.
Nice.
How about our friends? Damn it, where's my friends over at DraftKings? College football is back, baby! It's time to enjoy the tradition, the fun, and the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook. To celebrate the best time of year, new customers can bet just $5 on any team and get $200 in free bets instantly, win or lose. You can place the same game parlay for a shot at an even bigger payout. Just combine multiple bets into one, like which team will get the win, which team scores first, and more. Will Urban Meyer return to college football?
Yes.
That's not something you can bet on, but it would be cool. DraftKings, of course, safe, secure, reliable, and you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever the hell you want. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code DNVR. Bet just $5 on college football and get $200 in free bets instantly. That's code DNVR. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Got to be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers are one per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit and wager. $200 issued as 8 $25 free bets. Restrictions apply. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. DraftKings, you changed up the last part on me. I wasn't ready.
You sons of guns.
You sons of guys and gals.
Sure.
All right. Broncos, Bills. It's the Von Miller revenge game.
He's going to play. He's going to play real football. Are you
Russell
at all?
Wilson going to get any snaps?
Doesn't sound like it. Sound like it. Yeah.
Look, I get it.
I get it too, but it's also like selfishly, I just get him out there, throw one pass, and then get him out.
It feels like he should play like 2 series, you know?
Yeah, I think so.
Just you get the calls in from Hackett. I don't know. Just get a little bit of a feel.
Yeah,
there's so many new things, and I know that's what they're practicing. And I know we've seen like some bad hits this preseason. You know, there's always guys who are trying to make teams, or trying to make plays. They take a shot that it's dirty, it's late, it's out of bounds, and you do not want that to happen. But I don't know. I feel like it'd benefit the whole offense if he played a couple series. And Russell Wilson would want to, but I don't know. It's probably Hackett's call.
I just want to see one pass.
Yeah.
Just give me one deep ball and then
give us a taste.
Then put him on ice.
Even if he just comes out there and just throws it as far as he can.
Yeah.
And there's not even a receiver close.
Just do an arm punt. Like get him out there for 3rd and long.
Ooh.
And then have him throw it as far as he can. And if it's intercepted, good. If not, get a PI.
Yeah.
Just want to see him. I just want to see him.
It would be really weird, though, if Von Miller sacked Russell Wilson.
That would be strange.
Von Miller is a Bill and Russell Wilson is a Bronco.
Man.
What a fucking world, huh?
Do we play the Bills in the regular season? I think we do, right?
I don't know. And of course, when the Broncos played the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, Von Miller wasn't in that game.
A lot of people forget that Von Miller was out, Chris Harris was out, Derek Wolfe was out, Ryan Clady was out.
Yeah.
So that was basically a preseason game itself.
Maybe next time we have Derek Wolfe on, we'll talk to him about how depleted the defense was for that game. We do not play the Bills.
Wow. That's a bummer. Well, no, it's actually good.
Yeah, because they're going to be really good.
Because they're good at football. We play the Rams.
Yeah,
so we play Von Miller's old team.
Yeah, we also play the Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders twice. Well,
yeah, I don't think we need the Bills.
Oh, here's how you beat the Raiders.
We do play the Bills in the playoffs.
Yeah, AFC Championship game.
Yep.
That's when we'll see them. Raiders are going to run a lot of screens. That's all the announcers talk about when the Raiders are playing. I saw them run a bunch of screens.
That's a very McDaniels thing to say, like, I'm not going to run any real plays in the preseason.
And it also reiterates how easy they made the offense for Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Tom was so good. He could throw 30 screen passes a game and then just has to hit one deep ball, which he always did. He's accurate downfield. Okay, I get it. I saw
one calculated shot, and it always seems to work out.
It's funny because, like, I do hate the Raiders, but I started thinking about, I was like, oh, what if I did a video about, like, a player I like on every team I hate? And I was like, Raiders, Daniel Carlson. I like him kicking.
Yeah.
I do like Josh Jacobs. I like Josh Jacobs. I like Hunter Renfrow. I like Darren Waller. I like Max Crosby. I was like,
All
oh,
right.
that's way too many fucking Raiders.
I don't like Max. I don't like Max Crosby.
I like Max Crosby.
I don't care for him. It's a little too look at me.
It'll be sad because all of those guys will be suspended all year long for drugs.
I hope Crosby and Waller aren't, but
oh, not Waller. Waller suspended for something else.
For too much sobriety. For not having a good time.
Yeah, for punching Josh McDaniels in the face.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah, that would be the greatest suspension of all time. Darren Waller punches Josh McDaniels in the face.
I think I'd risk suspension for that as well.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Okay. One big thing outside of linebacker that you put in the rundown is we need to find out who RB3 is going to be. And I thought that was a good point. Because run game, that last preseason game, a little dicey.
Great. Well, I mean, running back 3, I suppose, is going to be Mike Boone, but
maybe
you think. But I had high hopes for Max Borghi, and he's a Bronco for about 10 minutes, and now he's a Steeler.
Oh, is he gone?
They cut him. Yeah, he's already signed with the Steelers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He had 4 carries for 10 yards.
Not great.
Mike Boone, 3 carries.
McCaffrey has left us.
Damn. Yeah, Boone had 3 carries for -1 yards. Obviously, that's not a big sample size. Stevie Scott had the best performance, 6 carries, 20 yards. Jaquan Hardy,
Sanders stat line
5
right
for
there.
13.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, it doesn't – we're hoping that this doesn't matter because Gordon and Javonte Williams were both remarkably healthy last year. I know Melvin Gordon missed that first Chiefs game on Sunday Night Football, and Boone came in and carried the ball pretty well on limited attempts. So we want it to just be Gordon and Javonte switching off. That's that is the ideal plan.
We don't want to think about it.
But, stuff happens. Maybe Melvin Gordon fumbles the football. Maybe Hackett puts him in the doghouse. Who knows? You'd like to have someone back there that you feel good about toting the rock.
Yeah. Depth is, I mean, that's what you're looking for in preseason is feeling better about which guys can step up when somebody gets hurt because there's going to be injuries. I thought Mike Boone was a great signing when they grabbed him when George Payton came over.
Same.
And I guess I just want to see him get more carries early in the game to see kind of where he's at. But it feels like every preseason you kind of get somebody who emerges and you're like, oh, that guy might be really good. The Broncos don't need it, an RB3, but I would like to see somebody look like they can be that number 2 back if needed. Boone's done it before, kind of, but he's always been number 3 behind Cook and Alexander Madison, Wisconsin. So that'll be interesting. We didn't see Greg Dulcich. He was still
I don't
injured.
think he played. Yeah, he might be ready to go tomorrow, but not sure.
I would like to see him.
Tomorrow's Saturday, right?
Tomorrow is Saturday.
Awesome.
Will he play? Will Greg Dulcich play?
Hey Siri, will Greg Dulcich play tomorrow? Also, how many snaps will he play?
Yeah, I don't see any updates on him. Like to see him play though.
Yeah, I want. I don't think we got very much out of tight end last week.
No.
So it'd be nice to see something. Yeah, who? I guess it's just Albert O and Saubert at tight end until Dulcich is back.
Yeah. And the Broncos, they released Travis Fulgham this week as well. Who picked him up?
One of the weirdest careers of all time, Travis Fulgham.
Oh, yeah, the Packers picked him up. That's right.
Packers are set at wide receiver. I don't know what they're doing.
They got a lot of young depth there. And then finally, I think we'll be watching Michael Ojemudia. We saw a little bit of Esang Bassi last week as well. So that corner depth is another position to kind of keep an eye on.
That is, I think, if I had one position to say, I'm a little worried, I'd say cornerback outside of Surtain. Not worried for 1/2 of a second about PS2. Darby and the fellows behind him, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get out of K'Wan Williams. Hopefully good stuff, but
yeah,
I'm more worried about that boundary opposite Surtain.
I agree.
Because I don't know. We didn't see a ton out of Darby last year.
No. He was all right.
Bad. Yeah.
It was that's why we were hoping, the Broncos would have brought Bryce Callahan back. But they didn't.
They didn't.
So this is who they have. K'Wan Williams in the, nickel slot sort of corner role. So we'll see what happens there. The one we saw Matt Henningsen make one great play where he just blew up the line. Did he get a sack on that play or just in the QB's face to force a bad throw? I want to see more of him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's interesting because they got him behind DJ Jones and Mike Purcell right now. And a couple of years ago, Mike Purcell was the really great story on the Broncos defense. He bounced around.
Yeah.
I think he play in the
AAF.
He was in the AAF.
Salt Lake City.
Yeah. So, but he's been kind of quiet for a while. I know he had an injury after they signed him, but after DJ Jones, I think Matt Henningsen has a chance to maybe become the number 2 sort of nose tackle there. And if he can show that just dynamic, I'm going to blow up the line consistently, that's a guy maybe to get a little bit excited about.
Yeah.
And then of course, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to see, like you said, Henningsen's a rookie. I want to see Uwuzurike at defensive end. I want to see one of the rookie defensive backs step up because they got rid of they waived Jamar Johnson, who was picked in 2021 after Caden Stearns,
right? And
they took Delarian Turner-Yell.
That's right,
out of Oklahoma. Delarian Turner-Yell. So I think cutting Jamar Johnson, a guy who's been there already for a year, that says something. It has to say something about the safety depth. I mean, they must really like PJ Locke too, who's apparently been really good in practice. And he had a pick too against Dallas, right?
Yeah, he played well. Let me see. Did he have a pick? Let's see here.
I think that was PJ Locke, but
it was. You're correct.
Finally, we found a good lock. Finally, a lock interception is a good thing for us.
Yes. Let's see here. So you said they waived Jamar Johnson, and he actually led the team in tackles in that Cowboys game. And then the last guy, Montrell Washington, looks like he's going to be a good returner.
Very slippery.
They couldn't get him going in the passing game. It seemed like every time they tried to get him the ball, somebody wasn't blocking, and he was just tackled immediately. But what did he have, 2 returns?
Yeah, two pretty nice returns. But, yeah, I mean, the passing plays didn't work, but the fact that they wanted to get him the ball specifically him, tells me that he's been doing something right in practice.
Right. 2 returns, 45 yards. So I'm excited about that position. And I feel like the hype from training camp with Washington proved to be maybe real. And that's after 2 returns, but it looked better than what we've seen in a while. So,
yeah, Godspeed.
I would like to see him do another return in this Bills game, and then don't play him till the season starts.
Yeah, let's get a nice return so we can forget all about Isaiah McKenzie.
Oh, wait, this game, it's in Buffalo, though, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Because I finally watched that Matt Ariza punt.
Oh, yeah, the 82-yarder.
82-yarder, which was very impressive because that was like almost all through the air.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a punt that went, like 50 yards and then bounced. It was, right. I was like, oh, fuck, are we going to get to watch him kick at a mile high at altitude? He might kick it out of the stadium.
Yeah, he might. Might go Mark McGuire and just clear the stands.
He might kick it into the closest Walmart.
Yeah, he might.
Try to kill our owners. Don't do that.
No, there's no game at Mile High, but there's I guess the Weekend performed last night.
On a Thursday?
At Mile High. Yeah, isn't that bullshit? The Weekend performing on a weekday?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Weekend on Thursday.
I can't think of the Weekend without Uncut Gems tweet? Now.
Yeah.
You fucked the Weekend.
All right.
This has been a good podcast.
It's fun to talk about a little bit of football that we saw,
Yeah, seriously.
We always get so desperate for it, and now it's here. And
now there's too much of it. Now I want them to throttle back.
Come week 14, we're like,
oh, God.
Well, hopefully I'll be like, man, they just got to win these games. They're in the playoffs instead of like, season's over.
Yeah.
What else do we talk about? The same mistakes are happening. That's not going to be this season.
Done the same shit for 4 years. Now it's time.
Dude, I say let's ride so much now.
It's a part of the lexicon.
Like, I didn't think I would, but
it's fun.
Like, I just get in my truck and I'm like, let's ride.
Let's ride. You got a good truck for riding, for saying let's ride in.
I do.
I can't hop in my Honda Accord and be like, let's ride.
Let's ride.
You can hop in your truck.
Yeah. Surface shop.
Let's ride to the 76 and get some $5 gas.
Yeah, baby. All right, we'll be back maybe Monday with the pod, or maybe Saturday after the game. We'll kind of see how it goes, but there'll be more pods coming out every week. Hopefully 2 very soon.
We're gonna be podding
it up. Okay, that's right. John Elway's ACL
didn't have one
because it was riding.